In the darkest recesses of Custodia, a serpent patiently stalked the stormy shadows of the shipwreck yard of Mourning and Havoc. The massive albino serpent known as Sierpes had been selected as one of 2 guardians of forbidden relics that served as the keys to hidden truths. Sierpes possessed the traitor's severed left eye, and as such, prevented access to profane knowledge that had the power to forever change the congregation's faith in the miracle. Untold ages ago, 4 individuals bore witness to the first miracle and were blessed with new forms that transcended humanity, and thus the 4 holy visages were born. Although their eyes were fixated on the same scene, one of the visages saw something altogether different. The 4th visage witnessed a grievous miracle's darkest secret and saw its true nature. He was deemed a traitor and exiled from the other side of the dream. But first, he was to be punished for his treacherous ways. Under the direction of the High Wills, the remaining 3 holy visages gouged the traitor's eyes out and banished him. He was to remain imprisoned at the site of his transgression at the base of the Knot of the 3 Words in darkness for all eternity. Sierpes was tasked with guarding the severed left eye of the traitor and adorned with an ornate golden headpiece to symbolize his allegiance with the church. Contrary to popular belief, the gigantic albino serpent did not act freely on its own accord as a wild animal, but was a servant of the High Wills. Although Sierpes had a taste for wanton destruction and likely played a pivotal role in the current state of Mourning and Havoc, it was definitely an intelligent being as evidenced by the humanoid creatures that formed its tongue. Aside from playing the role of gatekeeper, Sierpes stood as a symbol for much more. Its white, impenetrable scales represented the purity that its golden eye held and the possibility to grant a brand new perspective of the miracle. The Bible refers to snakes and serpents in several of its books, and each mention has a unique meaning. The initial and most obvious was the deceitful nature of the serpent that tempted Adam and Eve to partake of the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. It's interesting to note that Sierpes' very purpose was to conceal a hidden truth and maintain the veil of deceit created by the High Wills. The Book of Numbers also documents an account of venomous snakes that doled out punishment to the Israelites. Moses was then instructed to create a bronze snake that healed any bite victims that gazed upon it. In this instance, the snakes were a source of violence and pain, but also an opportunity for renewal via the bronze staff. Sierpes echoed this very notion, as he was first introduced as an antagonist to the Penitent One's journey, but then served as a gateway to the brand new canonical ending presented in the Wounds of Eventide DLC. In serpentine fashion, the new content shed the implications of the previous available endings and renewed the Penitent One's faith and fervor, pushing him to new heights, allowing the miracle to be reborn in the process. Now only time will tell if the unshackled miracle will prove to be a blessing or a curse. Now I'll let you decide. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.